Well, good morning, folks. How's everybody out there? It's coffee time with Waylon. Let's chat. What are we going to talk about today? It is Sunday. I don't know the date, the 7th? 8th? 8th? November, something like that. I forget my days. The only real thing in the news and what's on my mind is this whole presidency thing. So the media. I learned a little something yesterday, just kind of when I started sitting down and looking at everything, reading articles and different things, and the media is the one claiming that Biden won the presidency. The official count and vote and everything has not come in yet, and it's going to be a while before it does come in. You know, they got to count on. They still counting votes. They still doing all this. So they're going to have a recount in at least 4 states that I know of. They're having they got to have a recount because it's like within 1%. But I'm seeing some 0.5% in states, so we'll see. We're going to see. I watched a few people's videos. Interesting facts were brought up though. So Trump's out there like yesterday or whatever, playing golf, taking pictures with supporters and fans, and they're just enjoying life. Kind of like not a worry on his mind. So you think about it, that could really only mean one of two things. So, one, he's so damn rich, which you already know he is. He doesn't even take his pay for being president. He does it for free. And he's actually losing money by being president. Just got to tell you something. Now in the long run, yeah, he's probably going to make more money off of it. But he's out there playing golf, so he's got so much damn money, he just doesn't care. He wins, he loses, but he doesn't. You know, he's not the guy that wants to lose at anything. I think he said it before, where he said that he wouldn't even run if he knew he was going to lose. If he didn't know he was going to win, he only puts himself in winning situations. So that's one thing. He just can be so damn rich, he doesn't give a damn. The other one is that he's just so calm right now because he knows there's a recount coming. Maybe they have all this proof of fraud that's going to be brought to the courts, and he's going to be vindicated, and he knows he has this one. I don't know. I'm hoping for that. I'd rather see Trump be president than Biden. We'll see. We shall see within the next probably month and a half before we know anything. Man, your guess is as good as mine right now. And people will say, "Oh, they're coming up with frivolous lawsuits. They're just making stuff up, and they have no proof." Well, why the hell would I show you my proof right now if I had proof? Why would I deal my hand right now so you can adjust your plan? And no, take you to court, and I will lay out all the proof in court. That way the opposition has no chance of diverting things and changing things and looking for another cover-up, things like that. So that would only make sense to me. Is like they're holding on to their evidence till they go to court. That makes perfect sense. Don't say a word until you're in court. Kind of like the same concept of if you ever get arrested or police are questioning you. Plead the fifth, don't say a word. You have the right to remain silent, and get a lawyer. Do not incriminate yourself. And kind of the same concept, but like, yeah, I can say I have all this evidence, but I'm not showing it to you right now. Why? We're going to go to court on this. If I have all the evidence to prove that you did wrong, well, I'm going to win. If I'm just saying it and the other side knows that I'm just saying it, they have no worries. So it's all gonna play out, you know. I know one thing to watch out for though is kind of, you seen when Biden gave that speech the other day, basically his acceptance speech. He said, "Yeah, we won," you know, even though he hasn't won yet. You seen the large crowds, huh? Bunch of hypocrites. Large crowds. Thought you couldn't have those. Thought the Democrats weren't for that. Can't do that. Everybody's I'm gonna have a spike in COVID. Woo! Bunch of hypocrites. That's what they are. A bunch of hypocrites. So your Biden supporters are all hyped up. Yeah, we won, yeah. Letting that hype build up right now. Letting the hype build up, they're gonna get tired. Go to court. If things were to change, all of a sudden their attitudes are gonna change really quick. So what they may prepare for is they may start deploying some assets. I'm talking about Trump, the United States government. You know, I think if we see assets being deployed to, like, you know, these major cities where riots and looting can happen, I think, you know, things are about to turn at that point. And that's kind of what I'm trying to keep my eye out for right now and listening to the news. National Guard being mobilized, police units being mobilized, Homeland Security being mobilized in certain areas. I kind of think they already are. It's just not being highly reported. You can find some reports of it out there, like Homeland Security. Could just be normal everyday stuff right now, but I think that's what to watch out for. So if units start getting mobilized in these big cities, because they know once things turn in Trump's favor, all these Democrats and liberals that are saying y'all need to accept it are going to flip just like they did in 2016 and want to burn down cities because their candidate was it. You know, y'all need to accept it because they're all a bunch of hypocrites, man. It's ridiculous. And another thing I learned yesterday, just going, you know, browsing through news sources. Personally, I usually only listen and watch Fox News. You know, ABC, CBS, NBC, CNN, all those, MSNBC, all those, you know, they're all Democrat. They're all liberal. Well, I think Fox is going that way now. I've learned that around election time. I think, you know, they kind of been that way, but I think they've went over the line now. And another YouTuber I watch gave a warning about be careful on which news agency you get your news from, because they all have their own agenda. You know, they're all about getting views. It's all it is. They're making money. So you got your news stations like OAN and Max News. I think it's Max News. I just found this one. They're more Republican, they're conservative news networks that aren't broadcast like ABC and NBC and all that stuff. You got to find them on the internet. The funny thing was, I have Hulu with live TV, and OAN used to be on Hulu, but now it's not. I think that's kind of funny, kind of weird. I used to watch OAN on Hulu live, but now it's not there anymore. But you watch those news networks, they're conservative news networks, do a lot of good reporting. Liz Wheeler is on OAN. She's very good. She gives out she's straight up just like Trump, man. But be careful what news agency that you get your news from. mean, they're not all telling the truth. Is OAN and Max News telling the truth? I don't know, but just be careful on where you get your information from, because they all have their own agendas. Democrat, Republican, conservative, liberal, they all have their own things. But we're going to see very soon. Well, it ain't going to be soon, because it's going to take a bit. It's probably going to be December, just like when Bush and Gore were running. What was that? God, what was it, 2000? Bush and Gore, when Al Gore was saying, hey, I won the presidency, and then they had to recount Florida and be like, oh no, Bush won the presidency. So, I mean, we're gonna see. But other than that, right now in the world, it's really the only thing going on. I mean, there's other stuff in the world going on. It's not hitting my brain right now. I don't know. I really don't know what to think right now about all that. It's kind of like it's just a wait and see kind of game right now. It sucks. It really does suck. I mean, what are your thoughts? What do y'all think's going on? We know there's fraud. It's obvious. It's very obvious. There's fraud. It's ridiculous. They need to get rid of this mail-in ballot BS. That is, mail-in ballots are the worst thing. An absentee military ballot, that's about the only mail-in ballot they need to have. That's it. With all the technology we have nowadays, hell, American Idol can get a winner in like 2 seconds. By electronic voting on your phone and stuff like that, right? There's got to be a way that we can come up with. There's got to be better options we can come up with all the technology that we have, and very smart people that we have in this country. I wish I was one of them, man. I wish I was one of them to come up with something. Just at a loss right now, just like all of America. We're all at a loss. Hey, we're getting back, man. So I'm doing more research on running for a government position. Starting at the bottom, maybe a state representative, as a congressman in the district that I live in. Because I live in Louisiana, we have parishes. Maybe I could be a parish president. So those are the two options I'm looking at right now. Doing more research into that. Either running for a state representative position in a couple years, or parish president. Parish president is like a mayor of a city. I mean, that is what they are. They're the mayor of the city. Not the city, but the parish, which is, for folks that don't live in Louisiana, a parish is a county. We just call them parishes in Louisiana. But he's over the entire parish or county. So those are two positions to get my feet wet in the political world. Maybe so. We'll look some more into it. Spread the word. Tell people about my channel. I'm making videos, just my thoughts all the time. Listen, if I do run for any kind of position, I need your support. I'm gonna make a video pretty soon on my ideas, on what I stand for, what I'm against, things like that. I gotta jot them down because I know it's gonna be a long list. And I want to sit down and make a website so people can just go look. But please spread the word. I know my videos aren't the best. I just record them like that as I'm going. When an idea pops in my head, I record it. I'm trying to do a daily vlog like this each day, just kind of recap what happened the day before, the night, or at that time, and just my thoughts on it, and just go from like that. This anybody out there that wants to help me in my political aspirations, please send me an email, contact me some kind of way. Let me know. Other than that, man, subscribe, hit the like button, leave some comments if you want. Spread the word, please, and let people know. Because the more we come together, the better we can be. We're not all going to agree on everything, but we can all come to a compromise on everything. Just like a marriage. So, hey guys, I'm going to finish my coffee here, and I'm going to talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one.